Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of ComputerCraft Challenge. As you can see, I've been getting some wood. I made the mistake of using oak, so now we've got kind of a mess of some big trees that have grown up there and really can't chop them all down very efficiently. I tried cleaning it up a little bit with the flatten program that we made to clear out this area, but I want to go get some iron to make some flint and steel so we can just burn this all down and start over. We've got quite a bit of fuel. I've got some more going right now. So what I want to do, I think, for this episode is actually take the turtle over there to that mountainy area and get a mine started. We'll probably go down to like Y11 and just do some strip mining with the turtle, see if we can get some resources to actually make some more turtles so that if we lose this one for whatever reason, we're not just totally stranded. So let's go ahead and move the turtle over there and scene change. Alrighty, and here we are. The house is over there, just across that little lake. And I think we're probably just gonna start digging down right here. We are currently at Y64. So we want to go down. Let's make a staircase program. And we'll just have it dig down from 64 all the way to 11. All right, that should do it. I just need to make the down and forward functions now. Let's create a functions section. All right, I'm going to write these real fast off camera and we will come back and look at them. All right, these are what I have for the functions. So the forward function is pretty simple. Just while it can't move forward, it's going to dig forward and then try to attack forward. And then it will dig up. So the forward function will take care of digging out in front of it and above it. And then when it goes down, it is just going to try to dig down and attack down until it actually moves down. I was planning on keeping track of the turtle's height in the down function. However, since I declared it down here, I think I'm actually going to just keep track of it here in the loop. It's not really necessary with Lua, however, that is how I want to do it, just to keep things consistent for myself. So let's go ahead and try to run this and see what happens. All right, it looks like we have successfully made it down to Y11. At least I assume this is Y11. Yep. So now I just need to make a little room for myself down here so that I'm not directly in the way of this guy. And I will send him back up and we will do another set coming down the side. So we've got a 2 wide stair. So I think we'll just use our flatten program to make a little room here. Actually, let's have him go the other way. Do a little 3x3. Give us some room to work. Make a couple of torches. Do 4 for now. I don't want to use up too much of the coal. I need to fix this real fast so that we don't keep having that issue. There we go. That should make it so that we actually have a square room. Oh, crap. All right, let me fix this real fast. All right, now we have a perfectly square room. So let's go ahead and have this guy place torches. Dude, where do I actually want to place these? Good enough for now. Let's send them back up the stairs and we will make the second set. All right, we've got a 2 wide stair now, but we still need to light it up because as you can see, there are mobs spawning on the stairs. I will take care of that problem and be back in just a second. All right, I added this little torch section to our stair program now. So we have this variable do torch, and if it's set to true, then every 5 blocks, once the turtle does the forward, it is going to place up and do this torch protect function. Basically what this does is if we run out of torches, it will set do torch to false so that as it's digging out the tunnel, it's not going to just be placing blocks back. So I'm going to save that and we will rerun this. I'm going to make some more torches and we will make this a little bit taller. And I might run home and sleep real fast just to skip today. And then we will come back and run it. All right, and we are back. I am severely food deficient, but we need to get more resources before I have the ability to make any sort of farm. So let's hurry up and try and get this done. Since it seems to want to place torches to the left-hand side, I'm going to run it again on this side and let it place torches, because when it goes down, putting them on this side, it just is going to break them as soon as it does this side anyway. So let's go ahead and run it again, and it should work this time. Look at that, torch place. Some gravel fell down here when we were doing the last run, so we'll have to clean that up, but overall we are getting some goodies. All right, now that it's made it all the way down the stairs, I'm going to get this little area set up for our base camp, and then I will have to clean up that mess before I can get out, but we should be good for a little bit. All right, base camp taken care of. We will start mining in this direction probably, but I assume we can also branch off in different directions and not have any problems. We'll see once we start digging. Looks like it is dark up there, so I'm going to sit down here and start working on a tunneling program. Once I have that going, I will come back and we will run it. I'm back with this mine program. So I've got a couple functions here. I've got this function torch, which takes care of torches. I've got the forward. I've got the low fuel. I've got the full. I've got the go home function. So what we do is down here in main, we've got this local variable dist, which is how far it's traveled. We then go up and we go forward and increase the distance. And then every 8 blocks that we travel forward, we will place a torch. And then if the fuel is low or the inventory is full, then we will break out of the loop and go home. So right here, to make sure that the inventory is not full, all we do is call this function, and if there is at least one thing in every inventory slot, then this will return true. Over here with the low fuel function, this will check to see if the distance that the turtle has traveled so far is greater than the amount of fuel that it has left. And if it is, then it will return true. That way we'll never not have enough fuel to get home. This torch function will look for a torch in the turtle's inventory and place it down. If it does not find one or cannot place one down, then this torch function will return false. I'm not doing anything with that currently, but we'll go up and look at actually what that does and how that works. So here's this torch function. First, we've got this local variable for the slot that the turtle's inventory starts on, so that we can go back to the same slot after the function has run. And then for every slot in the turtle's inventory, we will get the item data of whatever item is in that slot. And then we have this local variable placed to say whether or not a torch has been placed. Now down here in this if statement, this if item data is checking to make sure that item data is not nil, because if the slot is empty, then it will be nil. And we're checking to see if the name is equivalent to Minecraft torch. And if it is, then we will select that slot and we will make placed true if the turtle can then place the torch down. Then we're breaking out of the loop up here, the 1 through 16 loop for the slots. Because once we find a torch, we don't need to keep searching. The turtle will then select the slot that it started with and return whether or not it has successfully placed a torch. This is what we'll be using to get the majority of our resources for the next little bit. I've already run it once right here. So you can see it goes just every 8 blocks, it places a torch and just breaks out a 3x1. So you can see we've got all these goodies in the wall. And now we can come down here, we can just bring the turtle down here and dig these all out. Now that we can see where everything is, it's much more efficient than trying to dig everything out in like a 5x5 strip or something like that. We probably will make quarrying programs in the future once we get more turtles and not so worried about fuel and getting things going. But for now, this is a quite effective little program and I quite like it. This is what we got so far just from running it the one time. And now I will go clean up the strip mine and get all those resources out of the walls. But before I do that, I will show you right here, I've cleaned up the stairs and actually added cobblestone stairs here. I just created a temporary program. I called it stair cleanup. Whoops, I didn't want to run it. Hold on. I meant to edit stair cleanup. So you can see right now it's not very versatile. It just runs from 11 to 64. If we end up keeping this, I will make those variable amounts. And all it does is, while it detects something in front of it, it will dig it out, and then it will move forward, go up, and place down. Then I just had stairs in the inventory of the turtle so that it would place stairs down. And then increase the height. And once you get up to 64, it would exit the program. So the stairs are all cleaned up now. We can actually get up and down pretty easily. You may notice I actually came up here a little while ago and killed a few cows that were over there just to get some food. And that's pretty much all I've done. So let's get this guy back down there. I will clean up the walls of the strip mine and let you guys know what we've got. So as you guys could probably tell, I've been experimenting a little bit with montaging some sequences in this episode. For this next part, I've decided to speed it up a little bit because I want to show you guys as much as possible, but I don't want it to take forever. I'm going to try to keep this montage between 1 and 2 minutes long. You'll have to let me know if you think this is something that you want to see. or if I should just cut this all out and show you guys what I have after everything's said and done. So if you see this, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Do you enjoy the sped up time lapse, or do you want me to just cut these out in the future? And here we are. This is everything that I bothered to collect from this one wide little strip here. I will probably run it a few more times and start taking this back to the house and melting some of these ores down so we can start making some more computers. I will also need to go get some sand for some glass probably, because we will need glass to make the computers. I know I've been making a lot of temporary programs and temporary program files on this turtle. Once I actually start making some more turtles, I plan on actually making more robust permanent programs. Just for the time being, where I only have the one and I really just need to get stuff done so that we can get started, is why I've been doing so many temporary programs. But once we actually get a couple more computers going, I plan on actually taking the time and making a bunch of really solid programs, making sure everything's really flushed out, error checking, doing everything the right way. So we will get to that very soon, hopefully. Once we get this stuff smelted down, I plan on working on the parse file program a little bit more, finish up all that functionality that I wanted out of that, because I want to finish that before I start working on our official text editor. And I plan to start working on that project very soon. But let me go ahead and run this tunneling program a few more times. I might branch it off of this, or I haven't completely decided yet. Let me figure that out. I want us to get this stuff started smelting and get a couple more computers crafted, and I will meet you back at the house probably. Well, I kind of messed up here a little bit. I saw this little hole. I didn't think much of it. I dropped down. There is no way for me to get back up from here. So I'm gonna have to go find a skeleton or something to help me out. I'll try to die just right over here in this corner. Then I'll respawn at the bed and run over here. The turtle's just right outside the hole here. So I'll be able to actually make a little stairway down and pick up all this stuff. But yeah, I am going to have to actually die to get out of this. The only other thing is maybe if I went and found a creeper, I could try to get him to blow up here and hopefully make a little stair. But it would take at least 2 creepers, and I think dying will just be easier in the long run. So we're going to lose these 15 levels, but that's not really that big of a deal. Hopefully we won't lose any of our actual stuff here. So it's unfortunate, but it's what we got to do. Or I will just die right there. All right, let's hurry up and try to make it back. This is the hole. All right, let's go get our stuff. All right. Well, we've somewhat recovered from that. I guess that's the best we could do, so. Get a little bit of sand here real quick. All right, guys, I'm about to do something actually pretty dangerous because we could potentially lose this turtle. I think I've got everything right. I've double checked it, but I took down the coordinates and did a little bit of math of where I want this guy to go. I'm just going to send him up into the sky, have him move to that location, and then come back down. So here goes nothing. You should come down right around here. So now it's just a waiting game. Keep our fingers crossed here. There he is. Thank goodness. Should make it all the way down. Got plenty of fuel. So, all right. I think I am going to call it an end for this episode, though, here today. I've got some stuff smelting inside, and we got our turtle back here at the house. By the time I come back in episode 5, we should have a few more turtles made and hopefully some advanced computers. And we will pretty soon start working on getting the text editor up and going. That's probably going to take a while. It'll be spread over several episodes, but once we get far enough on the text editor, we can actually start using our text editor to edit the text editor. So that will be something. You can see I've got 2 more mining turtles planned out and a farming turtle so that we can start getting some food going. I've just been eating this rotten flesh because I really have nothing left to eat at the moment. I'm saving these last 2 diamonds. I think I might go try and get an enchanting table made so that I can actually get some decent gear going. Not have to worry about dying as much. And then we can really start focusing in on really just building out the ComputerCraft stuff and start farming stuff up and really seeing what we can accomplish with this mod. Thank you guys for watching. I've been having lots of fun with this series. I hope you're enjoying it as well. So we will see where we go from here.